Hey guys, what's up? It's KOKOStern, something about Dota, and I've got two major events to talk to you about. In the last weekend, pretty much, we've had, and yesterday specifically, we've had the G League ending, and we had Starladder ending. So, I'm gonna talk about who won, like the final, and who won. So, spoilers. Spoilers. If you don't want to know, or you haven't watched it yet, and you tend to, and you care, so spoilers. I'm gonna talk about who won. Okay? Okay? Good. We're good. So the G League, we've had DK versus IG, and DK mopped the floor with IG. Now this is kind of obvious for me, but isn't entirely obvious because IG is very strong. IG won the second international. The second international. Right? They won the second one? Yes, they won the second. My brain. IG won the second international. And they beat Na'Vi, and they were really, really, really good. They were tremendously insane during that time. And ever since then, we've saw them waver quite a lot. And right now, the state that they're in is very, very different than what it used to be. And they're just not as powerful. And the thing is, they're still very good. But DK's better. I mean, what I think is that DK is probably the best team in the world right now, and that's saying a lot. The reason for that is the immense amount of talent that they have there. They've had, each and every one of those players is a god, okay? Is absolutely a god that has such a history in Dota that you cannot, it's just, holy crap, they're so good. And they're so good, and the thing is that they have varying play styles, you know, and you kind of need to, they need to play a lot as a team in order to get comfortable with that and move forward, and that's why we sometimes see them lose. But as they get better and better, and as they continue playing as a team, they'll be better and better, and they're so good. I mean, I love seeing them. They play amazingly. Those players are so fucking insane. I have a ton of love for DK as the current state. I'm not a huge fan of teams. I'm a fan of players. And as the Chinese, you know, the Asian teams reshuffle like crazy all the time, then I'm not really a big fan of any one team. I'm a fan of specific players, and that team got all of them. So I really love them, and I think they're really strong. And it was no surprise for me that they mopped the floor with IG completely. So that's one thing that happened in the Eastern scene. In the Western scene, we've had, I think it's for the 4th time in a row, or something like that, or I don't know. I honestly don't remember, but Alliance versus Na'Vi in the finals, and Na'Vi win in the Starladder. Now, Alliance are very strong, don't get me wrong. it rhymes. They're very, very powerful. They're very, very strong. They're very, very good. I kind of hate the playstyle because usually the playstyle is split pushing. They're the kings of split pushing, and I hate split pushing. I dislike the metagame that's built around split pushing. I dislike it. It's part of the game. It's something that makes turns the game into an interesting game, but I still dislike it, and that's fine. That's just me. I just don't like it. And that's one of their strong points. They also make very little mistakes, or at least they used to make very, very little mistakes. Na'Vi, however, I feel are better. I think Na'Vi are better than Alliance, especially in every extended series. The longer you go, Na'Vi, specifically Puppy, is the best drafter in the world, and he's just gonna figure you out, figure your draft, and kick your butt. And he has done so every single tournament that I've ever seen him. The issue is that Na'Vi has, in my opinion, the most, is that they are comprised of idiots and trolls. They're all dumb idiots, okay? They do stupid things, and that's why they lose a lot of games. Okay, they usually lose they lose the start, and then they rise up through the loser's bracket. And the way that happens is because they mess around and they try and figure out their opponent, and they don't do so that well, and then they, come back and kick your butt. The problem here is that they are the most serious on their home ground. They're the most serious on Starladder. They're more serious at Starladder at Starladder than at the International. They care more to win at Starladder than at the International because it's their place, it's their tournament, it's their home. And that's a really stupid, dumb thing that pisses me off to see every single time, because they were second place for TI2 and TI3 because they do stupid things. That's my reasoning. They do stupid things. Specifically, the last TI, the last game, they lost because they acted like idiots and they thought they had already won. And they understated, what's the word I'm looking for? God damn it. They, I don't normally lose words. They, didn't calculate correctly. They underestimated. Jesus Christ. They underestimated. What happened? They underestimated the split pushing power of Alliance in the last game, and they did stupid things, and they're all at fault there. That was it, and that's so dumb. At Starladder, they're way more serious, and they came back from the losers bracket and 3-0'd Alliance. Okay, Alliance. The only reason the score ended at 3-1 because Alliance started with the upper bracket advantage, which is a stupid mechanic of tournaments, by the way. It's a stupid format, but let's not get into that. They just destroyed Alliance. Ba-bam, outright. They destroyed them 3-1. 3-0, basically. So, Na'Vi are strongest on their home turf. If they stop fooling around, they will be one of the strongest teams in the world. And what I want to see is DK versus Na'Vi. I want to see a best of 11, okay? I want to see a best of 9 between DK and Na'Vi. And DK are going to win 2 games, and then Na'Vi are going to start being useful, and then it's anyone's game. That's how it's going to work, according to my brain. And that would be so cool to see. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to TI4. And I'm looking forward to the finals, because it's going to be DK versus Na'Vi. You heard it here first. It's just, you didn't hear it here first. It's not really hard to say it right now, as they are the 2 of the strongest teams in the world. But that's just what's going to happen, and I'm looking forward to seeing those 2 teams play. That's what I want to see right now in the scene, the most, out of anything else. Okay, I have a million things to do, so I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time.